ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो
भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणी निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणी। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण। I welcome all the children for the seventh session of Gita Wisdom Tales. Today we learn a shloka on equanimity. So Krishna teaches us several qualities, several virtues in the Bhagavad Gita. Now we learn one more virtue, continuing our discussions, that is equanimity. तुल्यनिन्दास्तुतिर्मौनी सन्तुष्टो येन केनचित् अनिकेतः स्थिरमतिर्भक्तिमान् मे प्रियो नरः. Very interesting shloka. Akshara, you can recite. You can recite full shloka.
Yes.
तुल्यनिन्दास्तुतिर्मौनी
तुल्यानन्दस्तुतिर्मौनी सन्तुष्टयेन केनचित् अनिकेतः स्थिरमतिर्भक्तिमान् मे प्रियो नरः। हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी, धन्यवाद।
Sanatana.
Prabhuji, I'll repeat after you. I don't know this sloka.
तुल्यनिन्दास्तुतिर्मौनी
तुल्यनिन्दास्तुतिर्मौनी
तुष्टो येन केनचित्
सन्तुष्टो येन केनचित्
अनिकेतः स्थिरमतिर्
अनिकेतः स्थिरमतिर्
भक्तिमान् मे प्रियो नरः.
भक्तिमान् मे प्रियो नरः.
Aniket, your name is there in the shloka. Interesting. Tulya ninda mauni santushto yena kenachit
सन्तुष्टो येन केनचित्
अनिकेतः स्थिरमतिर्
अनिकेतः स्थिरमतिर्
भक्तिमान् मे प्रियो नरः.
भक्तिमान् मे प्रियो नरः.
Good. Kaira, recite.
तुल्यानिन्द
Recite.
तुल्यानिन्दस्तुतिर्मौनी सन्तुष्टो येन केनचित् अनिकेतः स्थिरमतिर् भक्तिमान् मे प्रियो नरः.
Next, Hari.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु प्रणाम। तुल्यनिन्दास्तुतिर्मौनी सन्तुष्टो येन केनचित् अनिकेतः स्थिरमतिर् भक्तिमान् मे प्रियो नरः. हरे कृष्ण।
And Chinmay, recite. Tulya ninda stutirmauni. You need to first unmute yourself. Okay, Nita, you can recite. Tulya
तुल्यनिन्दास्तुतिर्मौनी सन्तुष्टो येन केनचित् अनिकेतः स्थिरमतिर्भक्तिमान् मे प्रियो नरः. हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी.
Next, Brinda. You want to recite or should I speak?
कृष्ण प्रभु जी.
हाँ.
तुल्यनिन्दस्तुतिर्मौनी सन्तुष्टो येन केनचित् अनिकेतः स्थिरमतिर् भक्तिमान् मे प्रियो नरः.
Anush.
You unmuted. तुल्यनिन्दास्तुतिर्मौनी सन्तुष्टो येन केनचित् अनिकेतः स्थिरमतिर् भक्तिमान् मे प्रियो नरः.
Next, Anusha.
तुल्यनिन्दास्तुतिर्मौनी सन्तुष्टो येन केनचित् अनिकेतः स्थिरमतिर्भक्तिमान् मे प्रियो नरः.
Srinath. Srinath R. Okay.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Tulya ninda sutir mauni santusto yena kenachit aniketa stira matir bhaktiman me priyo naraha.
We'll discuss the meaning of the shloka. Meaning is very simple. Krishna says that Tulya Ninda Stutir Maunir. Tulya means equal, means you perceive things equally. Earlier we spoke about treating people equally. What was that shloka? Where Krishna emphasized on how a Pandit, a wise person, sees different kinds of people equally with an equal vision, spiritual vision. Anyone remembers that shloka? Ayansh?
Prabhuji, the shloka was Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahman Gavi Hastini Nichaya Pakracha Pandita Samadarshanaha.
In that you should see all the living beings equally because they are all children of God. They are all different situations equally. Tulya equally. What? Ninda. Ninda means criticism. Sometimes people may comment on us. Stuti means praise. Sometimes people praise us, sometimes people criticize us. But we should see equally. Our response to criticism and praise must be equal. How can this be equal? Are praise and criticism same? Somebody is appreciating you, somebody is passing some kind of discouraging comments on you. How can they both be same? And why is Krishna suggesting that we should see both of them equally? Who will answer this question? Yes, Tarangani, explain.
Prabhuji, because they both are temporary and material things, and we should not get too excited when we get praise, and at the same time we should not get too distressed or sad when we get the criticism. And we can take the praise as encouragement for our growth in bhakti too.
Okay, great. Kaira is asking what is criticism? Criticism basically includes some discouraging comments by others. They find faults within us. They may not speak in a very positive note. All that is criticism. Fine, Kaira? Yes, Poshika. Explain.
Prabhuji, like we have to take it both equally because even this scolding, we should take it we should take it lightly because they're scolding. It doesn't mean that they are criticizing us. We have to just
Okay.
should not take it into our heart.
Okay. Venkat is asking what is praise. You are so small that you don't know the difference between criticism and praise. But let's define. Praise means people are appreciating us, glorifying us. People are saying that you are so good, you are so great, you have done this very perfectly. It's like that people keep on appreciating us. So that is praise. They speak good about us. So this is praise and this is criticism. This is positive and this is negative. But Krishna says, see both of them equally. So all the praise and criticism are to be seen equally. They are not equal. They are not equal. Actually, they are opposite. Just like heat and cold are opposite in nature, black and white are opposite. Similarly, praise and criticism are opposite. Oftentimes, criticism is done with some kind of negative intention, with a bad intention. And praise is done with a good intention, generally speaking. But sometimes people praise us with bad intentions also. And sometimes people criticize us with good intentions also. Getting right? So let's analyze all the situations. When will people praise us genuinely? What kind of praise is genuine and truthful? Yes, Hari.
When we do something great, like and they like it, they praise us for what we did, and they try to do the same thing as us.
So, okay, let's ask from Vaidehi.
Prabhuji, like when people praise you genuinely, they're just like when you do something for the first time, they just say it's like you did it good to put confidence in you. But sometimes when you do something really great, like which is not really usual, that time they truthfully praise you.
So when people genuinely appreciate what we have done, they will express their appreciation in the form of words. That is called praise. Say you have painted a beautiful picture of Krishna. How many of you are painters? So do you paint with watercolors or crayons? Huh? How many are good painters? Can you show your picture? I have some pictures by some children. So when you paint a beautiful picture of Krishna, or when you decorate Krishna's deity nicely, or when you get good marks in your exams, parents appreciate us, teachers appreciate us, friends appreciate us, and they are genuinely appreciating us. So that kind of praise is very good for us. It will encourage us to do better and be consistent in our attempts. And genuine praise also helps us improve from wherever we are. See, Diksha is showing Jagannath's painting she has made. And we can take praise as a wonderful blessing from elders, right? To that degree, it is fine. But sometimes people praise us to get some things done from us. If I praise him, if I appreciate him, if I speak good about him, if I speak some positive words about this person, then he will do my work in future. So that's kind of selfish praise, not genuine praise, not a genuine appreciation coming from the heart, but they are expecting something. There is some selfish expectation. With that selfish expectation, they praise you. So we need to be very cautious and careful not to get carried away by such kind of exaggerated praise or unnecessary praise or motivated praise. So these are two types of praise: genuine appreciation, genuine praise, and selfish praise. Similarly, criticism. When people are finding faults in what you have done. For example, you made a nice painting, Jagannath's painting. So one eye is very big, one eye is very small, right? So people can appreciate your attempt, but they should correct you also, right? Yeah, both eyes should be equal. We go to Jagannath Puri and see the beautiful deity of the Lord. The eyes are like almost equal in size. Anywhere you see, eyes are more or less equal in shape and size. You can't just paint one eye in one shape, another eye in another shape, or one eye big, one eye small. So they should tell us this is right, this is wrong. So Aradhya is showing some beautiful picture of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Amazing. So now when we do some mistakes, people will point faults in us. And that is good. Sometimes people find faults in us just to discourage us, just to demotivate us, just because they don't love us. So that will discourage us. That will really make us feel bad. But when some people genuinely help us improve, oh, you have not done this mistake, can you please correct this? So when they say it very positively, you feel very grateful to such people. Thank you so much for telling me what I did wrong so that I can correct it, I can improve myself. So we need to understand that praise and criticism are different. And sometimes praise is genuine, sometimes it is selfish. Sometimes criticism is genuine that will help us grow, and sometimes criticism can demotivate us. So there are types of criticism, types of praise. But here Krishna is advising us that tulya ninda stutir maunir. So I spoke with what intentions people will praise you or criticize you, but how do we take it? That also is important. When uh, people are appreciating us, we can take it as a blessing, fine, but don't become very proud. Don't become very arrogant. When people are praising that you got good marks, you're an amazing student, that does not mean you keep looking down upon other people. I am the best student. He is not very good. She is not very good. So when praise increases pride in you, that is wrong. Similarly, people criticize us. People find faults in us. You should understand where you went wrong and you should improve yourself instead of getting discouraged, demotivated. See, I'm good for nothing. I did something and people are not liking it. They're finding faults in me. I will not do it again. I will not go to school. I will not paint again. So don't feel like that. So praise should not increase your pride. Criticism should not discourage you. Right? Just see that praise is temporary, criticism is also temporary. Both are temporary. So understand the temporary nature of praise and criticism and see them equally. So equally, Seeing them equally means utilizing both of these opportunities or situations as an opportunity to grow only. When someone praises you, you feel encouraged and do better. When someone finds fault in you, then you understand where you went wrong and you grow. Right? In both cases, you should only improve yourself. Right? When praise comes, you should not become proud. When you become proud, you'll become inattentive. Then your performance will go low. And similarly, when people criticize you, when you feel discouraged, again your performance will low. So wrong way of taking praise and criticism is to decrease your performance. Right? When you take praise and criticism in a positive way, in the right way, then you will improve in both cases. Right? That's what Krishna says. Tulya nindastu there means be equal in praise and criticism. Don't become proud, don't become discouraged. Fine. Second quality, Mauni. Mauni means being silent. So we should be silent. What does it mean? We should not speak at all. Why Krishna is saying, why is Krishna is advising us to be quiet? Keep quiet, silent. Mauni. Use Mauna Vrata. Why are you raising hands? You should be Mauna. Krishna says, keep quiet. But 100 people are raising hands here. Okay, what does Krishna mean when he said, be quiet, be silent? Let's understand from Naivaidya.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. The thing which Krishna want to say us that we should be a good listener, because if we are a good listener, then we can make more things in future. Yeah.
Listen attentively. No? We should not be too enthusiastic to speak. So that's an aspect of silence. Very good.
Hare Krishna.
Any other aspect of silence? Kaira?
I cannot stay muted for much time. Krishna is telling us to be quiet, because if we will say something like, if they are criticizing on us, and then if we say something bad to them after we get angry, that is bad. That is why Krishna is telling us to be quiet.
Okay, thank you. Sri Ram, what's your understanding?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Krishna is like saying that when people praise us, we should not increase our ego and we should stay calm. And when people discourage us, criticize us, we should not feel low. We should find our, we should rectify our mistakes. We should not react and do.
It's about Tulya Ninda Stuti. I'm asking about Mauni. I'm asking about why we should be silent. Why Krishna is advising us to be silent. What's the reason behind this? Who will answer this? Vrinda and Vishakha, you have some thoughts about silence?
Same Prabhuji, what everyone said.
No, why silent? Why should we be silent?
Yeah, same what everyone said.
Okay, fine, thank you. She's silently approving everybody. Anyone has a different perspective? Aniket, you should speak about Aniket, not Mauni. Anyone? Yes. Krishna Priya, Krishiva.
Prabhuji, Krishna said we need to be silent, means we shouldn't talk about the material things, and we shouldn't talk about nonsense. We have to always talk about Krishna Katha.
Yes, this is the right meaning of silence. Silence does not mean you always keep quiet or put a plaster on your mouth. That's not silence. Silence means don't speak unnecessary topics. Don't speak bad topics. Don't gossip about people. Don't keep backbiting them. Don't speak about some mundane subject matters. So speak something worthy. Speak something useful. Speak something spiritual. Speak something positive. That is real silence. Right? Silence means it's not that we should not utilize our, but we should utilize our tongue in a proper manner. Clear? Thank you. Anything more about silence? Okay, fine. Let's go to the next quality. Tulya ninda stutir mauni santushto yena kenachit. Third point. Very beautiful. Krishna says santushta, be satisfied. Yena kenachit means whatever comes of its own accord. Whatever you have, whatever you acquire, be satisfied with it. Don't hanker for more. Don't be greedy for more. But I have a question for you. Satisfaction in general is a good quality, but can we just settle down to a meager performance? For example, out of 100 marks in your test, you get 40 marks. Be satisfied. Will you be satisfied with that mark? Should you not improve your score from 40 to 50, 50 to 60, 60 to 80, 90, 100? There is scope for improvement. Satisfaction does not mean you remain stagnant. Okay, I want more explanation. Let me not speak. Koshika,
Satisfaction is different from hard work. Because when you work hard,
huh?
satisfaction is all. Can you hear me? Roji, can you hear
I
me?
can't hear you. Little better.
Prabhuji, can you hear me now?
Oh my God, it's not that clear. Please speak. Speak something.
Like satisfaction is different from hard work, Prabhuji. So when we work hard, if we get like the proper result for that, we'll feel definitely satisfied. But if without working hard, how can we get satisfied?
Satisfaction does not mean you stop working hard. Good point. Next, Anusha.
Prabhu Krishna is trying to say that we should not ask for what is more than needed. So we should not be greedy and ask for what is not ours and or something else which we want, and just ask for whatever we require. Prabhuji?
Yes, good satisfaction. Be satisfied with whatever you need. Sometimes we may want more, but we may not need more. You may want to eat 10 gulab jamuns, but your belly can eat only 2 gulab jamuns or one, right? So there is a limit to which we can accept things. So let's not be so greedy. Let's be satisfied with whatever we genuinely need. Good point. Gopika, any other satisfaction?
Prabhuji, we have to work hard, and along with that, we put our effort, and we also be satisfied. Not that we be jealous of the other person, like other person got more, so we are jealous of him. We have or her. We have to be satisfied, and we have to try even more like them.
Very good point. So Gopika has highlighted another aspect of satisfaction. When we are happy with what we have, we don't keep looking at other person and feel envious. Oh, he has it, she has it, I don't have it. Then you feel disappointed. Satisfaction means you be happy with what you have. Don't feel insecure or unhappy when others have something more than what you have. Okay, that's good. Unnecessary comparisons will not be there when there is satisfaction in the heart. Next.
Probably like we should give our full efforts. We should try our best to perform our duty in spiritual life, material life, in personal life, in every sphere of life. But we should always leave the rest on Krishna and feel like whatever his desire, we'll go by it, but we'll give our best. We'll be satisfied with whatever Krishna gives us and back, returns. But we will try our best.
Amazing. I'm sure other children have multiple other perspectives of satisfaction. Let me take one more, last point. Chinmayi is Savarnika.
So there's one shloka that we should not be satisfied with our studies, with our chanting, with our meditation, but we should be satisfied with our wife, our house, and our wealth.
Okay, fine. We should not be satisfied with our studies. Means you can always improve in your studies, but we should be satisfied with our facilities. Right? That's what you are saying, right? Good point. Thank you. So we discussed 3 qualities. Tulya ninda stutir maunir. Be equal in criticism and praise. Mauni, being silent. Santushto yena kenachit, be satisfied with whatever you have. Then aniketaha. 4th point is aniketaha. Means unattached to any residence. Niketa means home, residence. Aniketaha means not being so attached to one particular home only. Anyone would like to comment on this? There's Aniket here somewhere. Aniket, where are you? I found you somewhere. Because it's your name, we can comment about your name. I think I should search for you. Aniket. Yes, I unmuted you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. We should not be attached to only one residence, because there are so many other places we can explore. So being attached to only one residence can be a little boring.
Boring. Okay, that's one perspective. Anything more deeper perspective, Krishna Priya? Why should we be not attached to one place or one thing only?
We should not be attached to one place, as the material world is temporary and our spiritual residence is back to Goloka.
Jay, whatever material world itself is temporary. Any little home in any part of the material world is of course temporary. So why should we be attached? We should be attached to the spiritual world. Amazing, Krishna Priya. Any other perspectives? Who hasn't spoken anything so far today? Sarah, you want to speak? Why should we
So,
be to one home?
So, Prabhuji, we can go to some other places to explore the world, but if it's depending on a situation. But if, for example, I can't leave my home and go to another home. So I can just go explore the other place, being in the same home.
Okay, fine. Good. Interesting perspectives. Any other thoughts on Aniketa? Basically, this Aniketa or not being attached to one residence or home is mainly meant for saints, sadhus. It's meant for everybody, all devotees, ultimately. But especially renunciants, those who are wearing saffron, those who have shaved heads, or those who have long beards. So there are sages, right? Sages, sadhus. So those people, they are not attached to any one place. Best example is Narada Muni. Narada Muni is not attached to one place. Sometimes he's in Swargaloka, sometimes he's in Brahmaloka, sometimes he comes to Bhuloka, sometimes he goes to Vaikuntha, sometimes he goes to Kailas, sometimes he goes to some king's palace and has a discussion with him. So a devotee is one who keeps on moving and inspires everyone in Krishna consciousness. A devotee tries to inspire people in bhakti, in spiritual culture. For that, if required, one has to move from one place to another place. One should not be attached to staying at a one comfortable place, right? So having a home is not bad. Having living in the same home whole life also is not bad. But Aniketa word basically refers to that quality of a devotee where the devotee is willing to go to any place for the service of the Lord. If the Lord says, can you please go and do this service to that place? Can you please go to that place and do this service? Devotee should not say, no, I will stay here only. I will not go there. So devotee is willing to go. Do you know any devotee who is instructed by the Lord to go from one place to another place to do a particular service? Anyone knows? Very popular devotee. Vaidehi?
Prabhuji, like we need to.
Okay. Shubhangi? San?
Prabhuji, Prabhupada.
Prabhupada, very good. Prabhupada went from Vrindavan to America to spread Krishna consciousness. Excellent example. Any other example, Sanvi?
Prabhuji, Lord Hanuman.
Lord Hanuman, of course. Any other examples? Ardhya?
Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu left Bengal. He was born in Bengal, but he left Bengal. He went to Jagannath Puri, he went to South India, he went to Vrindavan to spread Krishna. Hmm? Lord Ram, definitely. He was supposed to be the king of Ayodhya. Kaikeyi said you should go to forest for 14 years. He just left. Aradhya, I'm looking for one particular example. Let's see which kid will speak that.
Prabhuji Shad Goswami.
That Goswami is good example. Sri Ram?
Jayapataka Swami Maharaj.
Huh?
Jayapataka Swami Maharaj.
Okay. Yeah, amazing. Vihan, that's a good example.
Krishna.
Vihan.
Krishna.
Fine. Just about devotees, not the Lord. I want another example.
Sanatana Goswami Prabhuji.
Sanatana Goswami. He already said all 6 Goswamis. Gaurangi? Senior to even Goswamis also. Tell me, this is very, very popular example. Gaurangi, you know?
Who was going to say the sixth question?
It's Goswami.
Gajendra.
Hari Bol. You are speaking any devotee's name. Okay, final. Karthik and Kamakshi.
Prabhuji, like Jeev Goswami, like Prabhuji, it was said that he had no possessiveness such that he would never sleep under the same tree.
Correct.
Prabhuji, Haridas Thakuri. Madhavendra Puri.
Madhavendra Puri. Who said this? Sanatana.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Madhavendra Puri is a great devotee of Krishna. He started the worship of Gopalji in Vrindavan. Gopalji appeared in his dream and said, I want Chandan. Because tomorrow we are starting Chandan Yatra. Tomorrow is Akshay Tritiya. Therefore, it's very important for us to remember this example of Madhavendra Puri. All of us should appreciate, praise Sanatana for reminding us about Madhavendra Puri. We should clap for her, but she will not become proud. She's very humble, right? She is equal in praise and criticism. Tulyanindastu Tirmoni. So Madhavendra Puri is a great devotee of Krishna. And Gopalji appeared in his dream and said, I'm feeling very hot. Get some chandan for me all the way from Jagannath Puri. So Madhavendra Puri went all the way to Jagannath Puri, got some chandan. But when he's coming back to Vrindavan, on the way, he came to another temple called Gopinathji temple at Rimana. Then Gopalji again appeared in his dream and said, you don't have to carry so much chandan all the way from Puri to Vrindavan. Just apply all that chandan, grind that chandan and apply that chandan to Gopinathji at Rimana only. Then he applied. You see? So the Lord is very kind. When a devotee is not attached to staying at one place, the Lord says, okay, fine, no problem. I will minimize your service. Fine, that is Aniketa. Sthiramatir. Sthiramati means very fixed in your knowledge, not just going here and there or getting distracted or deviated. Bhaktiman me priyo naraha. Such a devotee who has all these qualities is very priya to me, very dear to me. That's what Krishna says. So these are so many qualities we discussed. In half an hour went in discussing qualities and discussing shloka only. We need to discuss some nice stories also in this connection. So there are so many devotees who exhibited this quality of equanimity, but we'll talk about one devotee. You know, there's a great devotee named Bharat. He's a king. Even our India is named after this king, Bharat. We are called Bharat Vasis. So this Bharat ruled the kingdom with great responsibility. And when the right time came, he retired from the kingdom and he went to the forest. And he's worshipping the Supreme Lord. But somehow in the forest, he became very attached to one deer. And because of his undue attachment to a deer, he was thinking of the deer at the time of leaving the body, and he became a deer in the next life. Then again, he gave up the deer body and he became a Brahmana in the next life. So as Brahmana, his name was Jada Bharat. One day, a great king named Rahugana, who was ruling Sindhu province, he was just going to Kapilashram. His servants were carrying his palanquin. I'll show you the picture. His servants were carrying his palanquin, and somehow these servants wanted a volunteer who can carry for a while, because always you carry palanquin on your shoulders, you'll become tired, right? Anyone who carried palanquin in your life during Shobhayatra of Gaur Nitai or Jagannathji, somebody, have you carried palanquin? So sometimes your shoulder may get exhausted, tired. Therefore, they were looking for another volunteer. So who can do something? Who can assist us? Then they found this Jada Bharat near a crop, near a field. And they forcefully brought him and made him carry the palanquin. He was very peacefully carrying the palanquin. But on the way, he saw some ants, little ants. And he became very compassionate on the ants. So he was not moving properly. He was careful not to step on the ants or kill the ants. Therefore, he is moving very erratically. And other three people who are carrying the palanquin on the three sides, they felt really bothered because he's not matching with the pace. Because whoever is carrying the palanquin, all the four people are supposed to go at the same pace. If one person moves slow, there will be imbalance. Then the king became irritated. He started chastising. Hey, carry the palanquin properly. What's happening? Then the soldier said, we are carrying properly, but this new man who came here, he's not carrying properly. So you need to give feedback to him, not me. Then King Raghugana spoke to Jadabharat sarcastically. Oh, this new person looks like you have been carrying the palanquin for a long time. Looks like you're very old, weak, and unhealthy. Or your fellow carriers are not cooperating with you. That's why you're not carrying properly. Actually, he was very sarcastic. Jadabharat was not old, he was not weak, he was not unhealthy, and he was not carrying palanquin for a long time. He was carrying palanquin for a very short time. He just joined. Still, he's not carrying properly. Therefore, king passed some sarcastic remarks, indirect comments on him. Then Jadabharat continued to carry the palanquin in the same way. He was not moving properly. He was very careful not to step on the ants. Then Raghugana became very irritated. Are you dead or living? I told you to carry palanquin properly. Are you mad? Why are you not following my orders? If you don't follow my orders, if you are disobedient to me, I will punish you. Then Jadabharat smiled and replied to the king. Till now he did not speak. He started speaking now. He said, I am not tired because fatigue belongs to the body, not to the soul. I am a soul. So soul never gets exhausted. Body may get exhausted, body may get unhealthy, but the soul is spiritual. Soul is never tired. So I am a soul. And you want to punish me? I am a self-realized soul, very advanced devotee, acting like a madman. There is no point. There is no meaning in punishing a madman. There is no meaning in punishing a self-realized soul. When he got this kind of reply, then Raghugana became very scared. My God, whom did I engage in carrying my palanquin? He became very scared. He got down from the palanquin and fell flat at the lotus feet of Jadabharat and said, I'm sorry, I'm really sorry. Please forgive me. I did not know you. I did not understand your glories. Please tell me, please reveal who you were. Are you a learned Brahmana? Are you a great saint? Are you Lord Narayana himself, wandering like a madman like this? Then Jadabharat said, I am a famous King Bharat in my past life. I was completely absorbed in the Lord's service, but somehow because of my attachment to a deer, I became a deer. So you please understand that you should not forcefully engage people in carrying palanquin. So don't behave rudely with people. Then Jadabharat felt very repentant. He fell at the feet of Rahugana. Rahugana felt repentant. He fell at the feet of Jadabharat and said sorry, and he forgave, and he also gave some spiritual teachings. And finally, Jadabharat uh, left this world and ultimately went back to Godhead. The main lesson here is when Jadabharat was being criticized, he did not take it very seriously. Jadabharat was very polite, very wise in response. If you are satisfied, others' comments won't matter. People may criticize us, people may ridicule us, people may find faults with us, people may scold us. Still, we will not feel disappointed when we are satisfied within and we have that perspective of seeing everything equally. Okay. Now there's one more story. I'll complete this story fast and we'll open for your favorite lessons and we'll also hear your questions. So there is another king, a blind king. All of you know him, Dhritarashtra. He's the blind king of Hastinapur. He had 100 sons, and first of all of them is Duryodhan. Duryodhan was very evil, very envious, very proud, and very greedy for the throne. And he tried to kill the Pandavas in 100 different ways. Once Duryodhan even set fire to the Pandavas, and he organized a gambling match in which he cheated the Pandavas and he took away all the kingdom. And he even tried to disrobe Draupadi. He did so many nonsensical activities. He also poisoned Bhima, tried to kill him. He speaks lies. He does so many nonsensical activities. So one day, Dhritarashtra's younger brother Vidura, who was acting like a minister in Hastinapur, he went to Dhritarashtra and said, Dhritarashtra, please understand that this Duryodhana is a very evil person. And you are supporting his evil activities. And you are supposed to challenge, you are supposed to do a citizen, but you are not doing anything. So you should immediately correct him and give the rightful share of the kingdom to Pandavas back. Then Dhritarashtra did not accept this advice. Meanwhile, Duryodhan came here. Duryodhan came and said that this Vidura, he is living here in our kingdom. He is being maintained by us. We are feeding him. We are giving him salary. He is our minister, but he is supporting the Pandavas. What kind of minister is he? And he is just a son of a maid servant. But we are maintaining him with great respect. He has no gratitude. Get out of my palace immediately. Although I am very angry, I am not killing you. Because I am very merciful, I am not killing you, but you cannot stay in our palace, you cannot stay in Hastinapur, get out of this kingdom. Then Vidura, although he spoke, whatever he spoke only for the good of Duryodhan. As a genuine well-wisher with fatherly affection, he wanted to correct Duryodhan. But Duryodhan was very arrogant, he did not accept that correction. Sometimes, when we are very arrogant, when we are very proud, we cannot uh, accept good advice from others. But when we are very humble, even if others criticize us, we will not get disappointed. Vidura, he left Hastinapur. He did not stay there. Aniketaha, he is not attached to staying in Hastinapur. He thought that, fine, the Lord has arranged this situation for me. Therefore, I get an opportunity to just focus on worshipping the Lord, going to different holy places, taking darshan of the Lord. I'll go for a pilgrimage. I'll be just relieved from this politics and this Duryodhan, Dhritarashtra, Dusyasana. They're all wicked people. Karana, Shakuni, they're all wicked people. It's good that Krishna is relieving me from this company. So he went on pilgrimage. He went to different holy rivers, different temples, offered obeisances, offered prayers, and he went for a great yatra. When he was traveling, he met a great devotee called Uddhava. And Uddhava spoke to him all the pastimes of Krishna. After that, Vidura met another great devotee called Maitreya. And Maitreya Muni spoke 2 cantos of Bhagavatam to Vidura. In this way, although Vidura was criticized and scolded and banished by Duryodhan, Vidura did not take it personally. Vidura did not feel disappointed or offended. He only utilized that opportunity to absorb himself in the glories of the Lord, in the worship of the Lord, in going for pilgrimage. So this is how devotees are unaffected by praise or criticism, and they will not allow envious people to disturb their peace of mind. Can someone read this lesson? Shaurya, read this orange box.
Prabhuji, small orange box.
Yes.
If we remain unaffected by others' bad behavior, the Lord will show us the way.
Harshita, read this yellow box.
If we remain unfriendly by the others' bad behavior, the Lord will show us the way.
Okay, thank you. Someone else should read this yellow box. Who will read? Ankita, read.
If we remain
Not that, the yellow one, the bigger one, although King Raugan.
Although King Rahugan mistreated Jadbharat, Bharat remained unaffected by his remorse. At all thought Duryodhana insulted Vidura. Vidura saw it as the arrangement of God to relieve
him from bad company. If we too become resilient to the praise, to criticize that other offer us, we can progress well in life's journey.
You got the lesson? Thank you very much, children. We conclude here. Shrimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai, Srila Prabhupada. Now you can share your favorite lessons from our discussion. If you want to add anything more than what we have discussed, you're welcome. Akshara? You're there, Akshara? Then let's hear from Vallabh. Yes, Vallabh.
Prabhuji, I have a question. Why didn't Dhritarashtra, because Vidura was Dhritarashtra's brother, Dhritarashtra was a good man, even though Duryodhana was his son. Then when Duryodhana banished Vidura, then why didn't Dhritarashtra stop Duryodhana? Because my dad, he
Yes.
tells me not to do this.
Yes,
So I listen.
yes. Very good. When your dad tells you, you will listen. But when Duryodhana's dad tells him, he will not listen. Therefore, Duryodhana's dad will never tell him only. By the way, Duryodhana's dad, Dhritarashtra, was never in a mood to correct Duryodhana. That's why Duryodhana did so many nonsensical activities. So he had undue, unnecessary favoritism towards Duryodhana. Dhritarashtra was not acting like a good father. He is overly attached to his son and he is encouraging all his evil activities. That's the mistake that Dhritarashtra has done. Next.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Prabhu, you unmuted me.
Okay, Hrishikesh, speak.
I wanted to tell the example of unattached Draupadi was unattached when Ashwatthama killed her 5 sons.
Okay, good. Yes, Kaira, what's your favorite lesson?
My favorite lesson from today's class was that how you explained the first 2 lines and how you explained criticism and the stories.
Okay.
And I wanted to show you this. I sketched this.
Oh, amazing sketch. This is Radharani. Good.
I
Next.
have also painted the picture of Ganesh and Krishna. I am not finding it now. If I find it, I'll show you.
Prabhuji, my favorite point was that, like, if you overlook the faults of others, Krishna will show us the way.
Good. Next, Poshika.
Prabhuji, what is tomorrow's festival?
What is tomorrow's?
Festival.
Festival, Akshay Tritiya. Tomorrow, Chandan Yatra begins. So basically, Akshay Tritiya is celebrated for so many reasons. Tomorrow, Chandan Yatra begins. First, summer, the bodies of bettering nice. You get a clean effect, you break that. Anvaya?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, my favorite point is that if you take praise and to criticism equally, you won't have that pride or you won't have that low feeling. Hare Krishna.
Arav?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Prabhuji, I like the story of the extract of Mahabharata which you said, in which Vidur lives and seeks for Krishna's grace.
Aradhya, you're there?
Yes, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, I had a question that sometimes, as you said, we should be humble. So if somebody comes up to us and finds fault in us, but they act nicely just to get your friendship and take all the good activities from us and plan something bad at the end, how do we understand whether it's good or bad?
Basically, we need to be humble.
Prabhuji? Can I show you my two paintings?
To answer to this question, Aradhita, just wait a minute. Yeah, your painting is so nice, amazing. But let me complete answer to this question. Aradhya, we need to be humble always. However, when somebody is taking advantage of our humility and simplicity and tolerance and forgiveness and our gentle nature, we should not allow them to trouble us unnecessarily. You remember just 3 4 days back, we discussed the story of snake. A snake was biting people, but Narada Muni told him not to bite people. Then snake became very mild, very humble. Then some kids started throwing stones at the snake. Then Narada Muni asked, "Why are you so weak? Why there are so many wounds on your body?" Then the snake said, "Because I'm humble, people are troubling me. People are throwing stones at me." Then Narada Muni said, "I told you not to bite. I never told you not to hiss. You can hiss and you can scare them away so that they don't trouble you." So humility is required, but in the name of humility, we should not allow others to trouble us. We need to protect ourselves nicely. Okay, Aradhya, does it make sense?
Yes. And my favorite part was that I just wanted to add that the Shad Goswamis used to sleep under different trees every day, so they were unattached to the one.
Ishmita,
Prabhuji, I want to ask a question. It's actually not relevant to this topic, but I've been thinking about it for many days.
yeah, please ask Ishmita.
Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that we should not say about ourselves.
We should not.
We should not say about ourselves. But then why does he say about himself?
Very good question. Very good observation also. We should not boast about ourselves. We should not speak so great about ourselves. I'm so great. I'm a great painter. I'm a great student. I'm a scholar. I'm a philosopher. I'm a singer. You should not boast about yourself, right? You should not brag about ourselves. But why Krishna is speaking about himself? See, basically, when Krishna is speaking high about himself, he is not boasting about himself. He's trying to boost our faith and confidence in him. If Krishna doesn't authoritatively say how great he is, how will we understand? Although Krishna spoke a few shlokas here and there about himself, they're very less. Out of 700 shlokas, in how many shlokas did Krishna speak so high about himself? There are few shlokas, Mattaha Parataram Nyanyat, Aham Sarvasya Prabhava, etc. That too, Krishna spoke about himself only for our benefit. Just like sometimes your parents may tell you, "Don't worry, I will take care of you. You just be with me. Don't go here and there." So it's not that they're boasting about themselves, they're trying to give you protection. Just like a father gives confidence, reassurance, and protection to his children, just like a mother gives confidence and protection to her children, Krishna also is trying to speak uh, truth about himself so that we become confident that he will protect us always. You understood this, Ismita?
Yes, Prabhuji, thank you.
This one? Say that in one line.
Prabhuji, my friends sometimes say, like, they're not exactly my friends, but some boys in my class, they say that I am that and I am this. One boy in our class, he is on my table, he just says in his language, and then I just asked my friend what it meant. It meant something bad. So, like, why does he do that?
Oh, you can ask him. Why are you doing this? You should have a discussion with him. And tell him not to do, not don't trouble me.
How should I react to it?
Okay, thank you. Aradhya,
Prabhuji, I made same look, almost same but two paintings. This is the one I showed you. These are made on Ram Navami,
amazing.
and this is the second one.
So cute, very small. Thank you. Next, who is that?
Probably my favorite point was that Jad Bharat
he didn't have any ego on himself.
Okay, correct. Thank you. Lakshmi? And
Prabhuji, I had a question. How to tolerate greed? Like if I like pizza, then if the next day somebody comes and give us, how to tolerate it?
how to tolerate what?
Greed.
Greed. Whenever you feel greedy for more, you should immediately try to analyze what all things you already have. Is it required for me to be greedy for something more? I already have one pen. Do I need second one? Fine. You can take second one. I already have two pens. Do I need a third one? You need to question yourself. When you are feeling greedy, you should question whether you are in need. When you focus on your need, you don't feel the greed, right? So just acquire whatever you need. Don't be greedy to acquire more than what you need. Clear? Next, Ashri. Yes, Lakshmi, please speak.
Karna is a person, but why he helped Duryodhana? Also, he know that Pandavas are good people, and Krishna also told about Duryodhana. But why he supports Duryodhana?
Who? Dhritarashtra.
Karna.
Oh, Karna. Karna is also an evil person. Karna is always envious of Arjuna. There may be few good qualities here and there. He gives charity and all, but ultimately Karna is very envious of Pandavas, especially Arjun. He's always in a competitive mode. He always wants to outsmart Arjun. He wanted to prove himself as a better bowman than Arjun. So he took the side of Duryodhan and fought with Arjun specifically. Akshara.
Okay, Prabhuji, Hare.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, you told about Madhavendra Puri in class, right, Prabhuji? So, what is his exact relation with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Because I think I heard something about him like he's Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Param Guru or something.
Correct. You're right. So Madhavendra Puri has some disciples. One of them is Ishwara Puri. And Ishwara Puri is the guru of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So as you said, Madhavendra Puri becomes the Param Guru of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay. Thank you.
Yes.
Param Kaushik. We discussed about Param Guru and you are visible. Param Kaushik.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, how are we supposed to tolerate sitting next to a special need child? Because he keeps on moving around and he has like non-veg on his food and then he comes close to me. So how are we supposed to tolerate that and be humble?
When somebody is coming close, when child is coming close to you, what exactly did you say?
The special need child. The special
Oh,
need.
So you should be kind towards them.
And you know.
Should be kind and sympathetic towards them. And that kindness and sympathy will automatically make you tolerate because they're innocent. They are helpless in some way. So it sometimes you feel little disturbed by what they do or what they say, but you should be kind. You should be kind and sympathetic towards them. How much you can help them depends on your own capacity. Although so many people are in need, we may not have the capacity to help everybody who is in need. But at the same time, we should not be indifferent. We should not be unkind towards them. At least we should offer a prayer for their welfare. Huh? Fine. You should always be kind and sympathetic to people who are little what to say uh, helpless in some way. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Vaishnavi Radha.
Just wanted to say what I did. What is the role of it?
Huh? Oh, you're showing some painting. Peacock. Amazing.
Peacock and a rose I was
Okay, okay. Thank you. Okay, children, it's 6 o'clock. I think I need to go now. Every day I'm extending the class way beyond time. But today, let's at least wind up a little faster. Okay, Harshita. In 2-3.
Prabhuji, the second story you repeat because your voice is not clear.
Oh, you can see the YouTube video once. Maybe your internet went little low. All the other children were able to hear. You can see the YouTube video. YouTube, it's available on YouTube. This entire class. Okay. Devamrit, last.
Prabhuji, how to control anger?
How to control anger? I already gave that formula, DARE formula. Were you there? 2 days back, I was giving that formula. So whenever you feel angry, you should not immediately express that anger. You wait. Wait for 5 minutes or wait for 10 minutes. Wait for 15 minutes. Okay. So you should wait. So while waiting, you should analyze inside. If I express anger, what will be the result? In anger, if I throw this at the wall, I will lose this, right? So you should analyze damage it will create when I express my anger, either verbally or physically. You should wait. You should analyze. Then you can express your disappointment or concern or whatever thought you have in a more refined and polished manner instead of impulsively scolding the other person. Okay, Devamrit?
Yeah, Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Thank you so much. Somehow I'm unable to take more questions today. It's 6:03. I'll conclude here. Ashrit and Kavim, I'll take your questions tomorrow. I'll remember. I'll remember your names. Kaira, I already took your question 2-3 times. Huh? Okay, your picture is amazing. I can see that on the screen. Great. Thank you very much. We'll meet tomorrow. Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.